I think that men that go to the gym a lot, like obscenely a lot, like 6 to 7 times of the week, or like breathe, eat, sleep the gym, have small penises. Because why are you there every day? Don't you have hoes to text? Why does the staff know you by name? Like, why are they greeting you like a coworker? Something is off. Like, 3 to 4 days makes sense, but any amount after that, you're overcompensating. Like, you have to be overcompensating for something that you lack, and I know exactly what you lack. Lame. Y'all don't realize that the real Riz comes from personality. Like, do y'all know who Jeannie Buss is married to? Jay Moore, a comedian. Because he uses jokes to get inside that multi-million-dollar box. Y'all are worried about the wrong thing. You're worried about muscles. You should be worried about jokes. You think your macros are gonna get you a bad bitch? No. Like, what is your personality outside of protein powder? Like, seriously, what would happen if someone takes your shaker bottles away? Withdrawals? Probably. And that's another thing y'all need to accept. Pre-workout is just cocaine. It is. Honestly, if you go to the gym that much, I think I'm just not your taste. And by not your taste, I don't mean black women. I mean women, period.
It's 2026. We cutting out this bird brain behavior. Out of all activities men can participate in, why is the gym the low frequency activity? Why is the gym small D behavior? But dudes who smoke hookah every weekend, who drink alcohol every weekend, rob, steal, have 10 baby mamas, lie and cheat, that's not low frequency activity, but the gym is. How are you calling pre-workout cocaine, but you're not demonizing the dudes who actually sniff cocaine? You say nothing about the dudes out here smoking hookah like hookah honeys. Nothing to the dudes addicted to fried chicken, pizza, and french fries. And we got dudes addicted to lean and Hennessy, but we say nothing to them. And of course, men can't self-improve nowadays, or that means we don't like women. Not sure what fit man broke your heart, but I'm glad he broke your heart. And I hope you don't get another fit man. You deserve all auntie built men that's not serious about their health. You know I'm gonna tell the truth, and you know I gotta go.
If a girl asks me how many sets I have left, not a problem. If you're a man and you ask me how many sets I have left, it's just different. Like, I automatically think you're my off. Get away from me. Why are you speaking to me? Goodbye, sir.
If a woman asks me how many sets I have left, not a problem. But if a man asks me, get away from me. Why are you talking to me? Imagine posting this nonsense to social media thinking it's a good idea, that you're going to get all this support and love, especially from women, because bashing men on social media for absolutely no reason is trendy and cool and a good way to get likes and attention. But of course, that doesn't happen. Why? Because that's not what the gym community is all about. The gym is a shared space, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with politely asking someone between sets how many sets they have left, whether they're a man or a woman. So keep your gender-based rage bait out of the gym. And if you can't, then stay home or join an all-women's gym. Train there. But until then, you need to do better. Mind your own business.
You're about to do squats, but a creep behind you is staring. Visibly uncomfortable. You ain't got no business being uncomfortable because somebody's staring at you when you're dressed like that. You're at the gym, for God's sake. Why is your ass more than half of your outside for everybody else to see? And then you're gonna say you're uncomfortable because people are looking at the that you failed to cover up. Maybe not failing to cover it up, but more so purposely not covering it up. Y'all women, you go out, you seek attention, and the moment you start getting the attention, it's a problem. Now these guys who are looking at you are creeps. I never understood why y'all are at the gym looking like that anyway. Because you're there to work out. You're not there to show ass and show tits. And I also don't understand how y'all are even allowed in the gym looking like that. If anything, y'all are in there making everybody else uncomfortable.
I just told a guy at the gym that I thought he was cute. He'll never be cute. I went up, I kind of like stalked him for a while and I saw him like stretching. And I was like, wait, handsome? And then I was like really trying to get a good look at his face. And I was like, everything else was looking good. So then I saw him, he went downstairs. I like scurried behind him. And then I was like, all right, building up the confidence, right? So I like walk up and I had a lot of confidence walking up. I was like, oh, and I was like, hey. He's like, sorry to approach you at the gym. I just think you're really handsome. And he was like, thanks. And I was like, so are you single? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, so do you want my number? And then he said, sure. The adrenaline right now is crazy. I don't think I've ever really approached a guy, at least not soberly. That was crazy. So I don't know if he's gonna text me, but what do you guys think? That's what I look like.
Every man watching this right now is going to be in agreement that that woman is a unicorn. And it's not just because she ended up approaching this guy and hitting on him, giving him a compliment. It is very much also because of her positive attitude. She's just a sweetheart. She's excited for life. She's excited for him. This is just something that is becoming all too rare nowadays. And when men witness it, when they see it, it's not just that. It's that they feel it. Like they feel the energy and it just feels good to them. I think with like 99% certainty, as long as that man is not hung up on some other woman, he is going to be messaging this woman. And I think that's pretty cool. I think that's why more and more women should be open to doing this.
Men will be like, I'm not paying for dinner. And I'm like, okay.
And now we are going to hear some of the irrational reasons why some women think that men are obligated to pay for the first date.
I had Botox this week. It was $440.
What? Just why?
I had a session with my trainer. I pay her $330 a month.
I wonder if they're aware that not only do some gym memberships cost a lot less than that, but a person can actually work out all by themselves for free.
I got my nails done this morning. That was $150.
I'm sorry, but remind me when the last time a guy worth any woman's time ever said that he would have gone out with her, except for her nails weren't perfect.
My hair is another $250. I've spent over $1,000 maintaining my appearance this week. They can pay for dinner, ladies.
Somehow, I have a feeling that they would have spent that money on themselves, whether there was going to be a man in the picture or not. It is not a man's responsibility to pay for a woman's personal vanity.
So this woman is upset because no one helped her do her job.
Dear warehouse man, please let me explain to y'all how annoying and creepy it is for y'all to sit there and watch her unload her whole mother truck. Like, that's so annoying to me. That is creepy. Like, you just literally stand there and watch me. Literally watch me unload my truck and you're just standing there. And then whatever other truck drivers are in the bays next to me come over there and stand and watch me. Now I feel like a circus freak show because y'all are watching me unload my damn truck instead of helping. Like, what kind of men are y'all? That blows me. It blows me. Then y'all want to hold small talk. I'm working. I don't want to talk about how long I've been driving and do I like it.
I don't understand what she's so mad about. She's not unloading groceries and no one's obligated to help you do your job. Like, if you don't want to unload your own truck, don't have a truck. Or whatever contracts you got, make sure there's people to unload the truck when you get there so you don't have to do it. Those do exist. Her complaining that, oh, guys are watching me. It's a man's business. Majority of men are truck drivers, right? So you want to get into the business because truck drivers make good money. All right, so you're going to get whatever comes with it. Ain't no other dude hoping someone else is going to help them unload their truck. This ain't free labor here just because you a woman. And that's a stereotype. You get into a job that's mostly men to make the man's money. That's completely fine. So you're going to do the exact same job the men do. That's equality. That's what you asked for. You know what I'm saying? Like, the entitlement, obligated to help you just because you a woman. They're not getting paid for that. Same way you wouldn't help another woman unload her truck knowing you're not getting paid for it. That's what I don't get. This don't make no sense. And then they always blame it on the men. Oh, that's why men ain't. That's why this, man, shut that up.
Dear warehouse man, please let me explain to y'all how annoying and creepy it is for y'all to sit there and watch her unload her whole mother truck. Like, that's so annoying to me. That is creepy. Like, you just literally stand there and watch me. Literally watch me unload my truck and you're just standing there. And then whatever other truck drivers are in the bays next to me come over there and stand and watch me. Now I feel like a circus freak show because y'all are watching me unload my damn truck instead of helping. Like, what kind of men are y'all? That blows me. It blows me. Then y'all want to hold small talk. I'm working. I don't want to talk about how long I've been driving and do I like it. Y'all so...
I guess I just don't get, modern women trying to shame men for going to the gym. If you go to the gym too much, if you're in there more than 3 or 4 times a week, if I'm in there maintaining my health, what are we talking about? I mean, maybe you could say, man, you're in there for 3 hours a day, every day. Like, so really all you do is you go to the gym and, you don't really do much of anything else. Like, I never really get to see you. Maybe then you have a point. Okay, so maybe I need to figure out how to get my workout in. But you also have to, well, I guess it depends. It depends on what you're in the gym for. You have to qualify that. Dude might be going to competitions. Because if you're in the NFL, if you're doing something on the pro level and you're in that gym, you might be in that gym for a little bit. You might be in the gym, then you go train outside. There's things that you're going to do and you're passionate about it. And you as the woman are going to reap the rewards of him working hard. But I understand, hey, can you carve out a little bit of time for the family? Let me see if I can put something on your schedule. Oh, and also I want you to be spontaneous. I get it. Because you don't always want to plan something. I just want to hang with you. I get it. I don't want to be, have to call your secretary every time and have him put something on the schedule for me. Man, I'm your wife. I should take priority. And I get that. But I think modern women have this it's not realistic. It's not a realistic expectation for you to want a certain lifestyle and not think that the man he gonna be able to be at home with you and not dedicate a great portion of his time to what he's doing. Like I said, if he has a job or something like that he needs to be in the gym, and that's what he does, then you probably gonna have to get gone, because that's his line of work. Like I said, if he's in the gym 3 hours and that's just what he does. If he's single, then he can do whatever he want to do. But if you got a wife, then you probably gonna have to cut down on it a little bit. Maybe cut it down an hour, maybe about to an hour and a half, and spend because you're not always gonna be around her. That's not healthy. So you might have to cut it down to an hour. Come home and spend some time with her, and spending time with her means you're gonna have to listen to her complaining and all that stuff. But it is what it is, I guess.
Remember when gym girls would make fun of guys who would come and help them after they had fallen or something happened? That didn't really age well for gym girls now. Now they get stuck in situations like this. Who knows how long she's gonna be stuck here or how long she can hold that. I bet you a lot of them now regret it, because it really has changed the gym atmosphere. Man, I don't know about you, but I don't know if I could sit there that long. I mean, what is that? That's 245s and I can't tell, maybe 415s. Still sitting there. But now, if this was in 2016 or so, I guarantee you there would already have been a guy trying to help her. There you go.
Oh, thank you so much.
By this logic, you'll never have somebody because you're going to always say somebody's better.
A better man than I currently have, and the best thing about it is I still haven't had my best yet.
The more better men she has, the more her body count rises.
Once you decenter men, you learn the one thing that men are actually terrified for you to know, and that is it's always a better man.
So if there's always a better man, what makes you think that better man wants you? You may not be the better woman.
So yeah, I'm pretty confident in saying I've been kicked out of better places because I have decentered men and inadvertently decentered outcomes.
The womanese meaning she ain't, and the better man that she said she had didn't want her.
When a relationship doesn't work out, I'm okay with that because I'm not fixated on one particular outcome. I know that whatever outcome that happens was actually supposed to happen, and if it doesn't work in my favor, that's because a better situation is right around the corner.
All this mental gymnastic womanese word salad, that's cope to say that the better man that she wanted, like I said before, didn't want her.
Add that with the fact that I lead with my standards, so if the last person treated me X, Y, and Z, and I expected X, Y, and Z, the next person is going to treat me X, Y, and Z plus.
Men, let me let you on a little secret. Women deep down know that the older they get and the more money they make, their pool selection drops down. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible for a woman to get a 1% man. However, the same way that you want that 1% man that you think he's better than the last dude you had, other women want him too. His pool selection is way bigger than yours. He could date a woman that's younger, natural, a better body, and less entitled. Women don't want to humble themselves the older they get. Some standards they have is just so unrealistic. Her logic is, I can always do better. And guess what? So can the man.
I'm suing him because he divulged what I told him in confidence, which was that I was unfaithful to my husband, and he went ahead and told my husband, who promptly divorced me and kicked me out of the house.
So why is it your pastor's fault that you cheated on your husband?
I thought what I had told him was in confidence, and I was looking to him for emotional help. I couldn't afford a therapist, so I thought, I'm depressed. And
did he help you?
He said that honesty is the best way to make myself feel better. And so he said, you have a month, tell your husband. Then one day they met at the gym and Pastor Hall just says that I was unfaithful. And then my husband comes home in a fury, and that was it.
Are you guys cool if you're dating a guy and he's liking another girl's Instagram post?
1000%. Well, it depends on what the post is.
The content that we're exactly talking about. So
Well-
a booty shot at the gym.
I wouldn't be okay with it, but also that's never really been
Well, that seems really insecure and
with
controlling
me.
of you.
Really?
Yeah. By the way, what you call insecurity, I call boundaries and standards. You should probably have not an issue with the girl, but you'd have
Yeah.
an issue with your guy.
Yeah.
But these are sort of two sides of
Well,
the same
I'd probably
coin.
just break up with him at that point. It's
But these are two sides of the same coin. So, and I think it's totally okay for women to have an issue with your boyfriend liking other women's posts, following a bunch of IG models, whatever. But the trade-off, I think, should be you as the woman in the relationship, you shouldn't be putting that content out there.
Step on the scale. I get ton of comments from women, ton of DMs from women telling me I'm a bad guy for what I do. No, you know who's the bad guy in the story? It's you. It's you for judging guys that check every box on your list besides the height requirement, and you freaking reject them. You know what's unfair? When we judge based on weight and women over here get offended. Like, we're judging you based on something you could change, go to the gym, get healthy. We can't. Just because they're short people doesn't mean they're unhealthy. They check every box for you best husband material guys, and you reject them based on their height. That's unfair. You guys are the villain. You guys are the bad guys. We're not the bad guys.
Yo, why do women lie to each other?
Two, three.
Thanks.
Well,
No way.
I would say 3 and
I'm
then
gonna say
4.
3.
Not saying you don't have a personality, but I'm like,
Oh, I'm 5 again. So this is final? This is final.
I know y'all can't be serious. Oh, we know it's bad.
Do you want to start off? You want to you go over there, and then like just shift down. I think Michelle was the most attractive. Could you switch with her? I forgot. They can't even hear me.
Somewhere.
Yeah. You got a point.
Okay. I switch her and her. You go over there.
Oh, those two. Okay. All right.
And then you over there. You switch. Yeah, that's pretty much.
And I kind of like her vibe. I think her whole aesthetic is very nice. So for me, it's either 1 or 2 up here. I
not
think
even
that
talking
Maria
to
was
me,
the most attractive for me. Are we content with 5 being 5?
I'm not.
Where do you currently want 5?
I want her at least 3.
So 5 goes up.
She should be a 4 because it's like meeting in the middle.
I think 4 is fine. But we're going to get ripped a new one. I don't want to be the pointer here.
Guys are not afraid to be more blunt. They were straight up, hey, you're attractive, you're not. But girls were like, I don't want to be rude. You know, we're all beautiful in our own way.
This is how it really is. Women just lie to each other. They don't tell them they need to go to the gym or do whatever they got to do. They'll just be like, no, you're pretty the way you are. When that's as men, we'll tell each other, yo, you gaining weight, yo, you fat, yo, you need to fix that. More times than not, the guy's gonna be like, yo, you right, dog. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And in this one, it just makes perfect sense. They're just not being truthful. You know, they got the biggest girl there thinking that she's the second hottest, and it's just not true. And when the men come out, you know, they're brutally honest. Like, nah, this is what attractiveness to us looks like in the real world, where women will just let their friend be fat, sloppy, you know, smoke cigarettes like crazy, do all types of shit that harm their body and, you know, not help them be better. They'll just tell them you're fine the way you are. And not for nothing, in the real world, that's just, this ain't a Disney movie. And I like that the men came out and set shit straight. You know, I wonder how the women took it after, but we probably know they were in their feelings and didn't agree. But welcome to the real world, ladies. It's not the way you think it is.
Yeah. Where do I put it? On the ground. Who needs a man? Not me, baby. Not me.
You see?
Oh my god.
There's no oil. Now oil is coming, you see?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yes, sir, I'm recording it. And I do have a witness in here. Somebody put windshield washer or something?
So the car was getting fucked up?
No, I don't know. She just brought it. Oh, Jose.
Yo.
You just said her washer fluid is not working. She told me that too.
Okay.
The millennial generation of women is the first generation that can be financially independent without the need of a man. So women don't need men financially, therefore they want them for different reasons.
When you're talking about women not being able to get credit cards, women couldn't incur debt.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't allowed to incur debt.
Yeah.
So who incurs the most amount of debt in modernity? Men or women?
Women in the United States, correct.
Yeah. So the thing is like, that doesn't seem like that's financial independence. It seems like that's financial slavery to me.
Well, they owe
and
things
not
to
only
the
that,
banks.
most of the time that they end up with houses, they own more houses than men. They usually get them in divorces, not because they bought them straight out. Women could get bank accounts, actually. It's just if they were married, they didn't, and it went through the husband because the husband was responsible for all the debt. The women could not incur debt. They could still spend the money, but they couldn't incur the debt.
Yeah, but they also couldn't take out a loan or have a credit card.
They could take out loans. They just couldn't take out loans. If they were married, their husband took out the loan because
Correct.
they couldn't incur the debt.
So
That was a good thing.
So there wasn't financial independence is what I'm trying to say.
Why would
Go
you
ahead.
need financial independence if you're married?
Because when people
That's counterintuitive.
I still think that people are individuals regardless of whether they are in a partnership with somebody else or not.
And you know, once again, modern women are arguing to do the wrong thing if that's what they want to do. And this individualistic ideology seeps into the marriage. Andrew's sitting there trying to if you incur debt, then I have to take that debt on. So if you're married, they're just not allowing you to take out a loan if you have a husband. That's it. If you're by yourself, you can take out a loan because you can do whatever you want to do. But if you're with the man, then the man becomes responsible for the debt. I don't want a man doing this, and I should be able to do this. Think about this. And think about if the man let's say you're not working outside of the home and you go out and take out a loan. If you're not working outside of the home, guess who's going to be working that loan off? The man. And so in order for you not to screw him and screw yourself, you can't take out a loan. because you're going to put more on him than he can bear. Why don't you get that? You're going to be doing your husband a disservice. But once again, when you break it down, you continue to see that modern women don't give a crap about men. They don't give a crap about what's going on. They don't give a crap if it don't have nothing to do with me and elevating me and lifting me up, then I don't care nothing about it. I'm going to incur all the debt that I want to, and really honestly and truly anything outside of debt. It don't even have to just stay with finances. If I want to do something, if I want to act silly, I should have the option to do that. But I should also have the option to always have a safety net. And you, my man, are my safety net.
I feel like you have a very high expectation of femininity, which is fine. I don't think that you quite meet the standards of masculinity that I would see. And so I think that it's unfair if you're not going to meet standards of masculinity to have certain standards of femininity.
What are the standards of masculinity?
It goes far beyond like your financial income. I think that men should be fit. I think they should be strong, able to protect. I think that they should be mentally and emotionally able to provide. Not short-tempered would be.
I've been super patient this entire show. You guys have been a little feral tonight, not gonna lie. My patience was exhausted. Before the show, we give you guys instructions on our expectations of you. We say don't do sidebar conversations. We say all these things. You guys have been just completely feral. Like if you poke even a really patient person far enough, yeah, they're gonna get frustrated.
You have been a little bit short-tempered. My husband in 15 years has never even raised his voice at me. And I will say I'm kind of difficult. I will give him that.
Oh, well now we're talking about something different. Actually, let's explore this. You're difficult how?
I can have a bit of a temper sometimes.
Interesting. You have the temper, and your husband does what when you have a temper?
He tells me to take a breath and calm down a little bit.
But it's a behavior that you've been with him for 15 years. It seems like your husband has not laid a strong enough boundary in your relationship, which I think would actually indicate a lack of masculinity on your husband's part.
I strongly disagree.
Hold on. Your husband tolerating 15 years of, I have an attitude problem, I'm sorry. That's not masculinity.
He has never raised his voice at me. And the Bible calls for men to treat their women with understanding.
Proverbs 21:19. Better to live in a desert than with a quarreling and nagging wife. You just admitted that you've been, for vast amounts of your marriage, difficult.
My boyfriend gave me a serious case of the ick. How do I get over it? My boyfriend went out to mow the backyard yesterday. So far so good, it was overgrown anyway. After about 30 minutes he came back inside pouring down sweat, saying that he needed to take a small break. He sat on the couch for about 5 minutes drinking some tea before he went back outside to resume mowing. Another 20 minutes later he came back inside. The backyard had been fully turned into a football field by this point. Face flushed, breathing heavily, completely covered with sweat as he drank some more tea as though his life depended on it. Since then, I've kind of felt unattracted to him. His exhaustion made me see... Sorry, this is so ridiculous. Wait, a man can't be tired. Wait, hold on. His exhaustion made him seem kind of weak and incapable. It wasn't even that hot. It was only around 80 degrees, though admittedly fairly humid. Girl, what do I do? How do I scrub my brain clean and regain attraction to him? God forbid a man is tired. No, I bet you're suffering. I get it.
I genuinely believe that every single woman deserves to receive $10,000 a month from her husband, from her boyfriend, whoever you're with, just for him to show his appreciation for you.
$10,000 a month for appreciation. Right.
And I think that is a standard that all men should be held to.
Of course they do. It's always those that seem to have excess money that are always very free with everyone else's. But it kind of makes a person wonder, what about those individuals that necessarily can't afford that $10,000 a month?
And as a man, if you cannot hold yourself to that standard, then you should not be dating at all, honestly. I mean, you're just not financially ready to provide. You're not ready to be in the scene.
The scene. Indeed. And for those who haven't done the math yet, that comes to approximately 120,000 American dollars per year just to, in some cases, just date some of these women.
And even more importantly, you're just not ready to get married yet.
There is nothing classier, after all, than someone with a classist mentality. But gentlemen, here's a reminder. A woman that genuinely cares about you is going to want you to invest your money in something that is important, long-lasting, and for the future, not just to spend it on them.
POV, you're on FaceTime with your wife while she is out of town and she accidentally shows you texts with her boyfriend.
Wait, can I share this video I saw earlier? It's so funny.
Yeah, red flag number 1 is those pillows. Those aren't hotel pillows. They're not staying at my girlfriend's house pillows. I don't know a single woman who would pick navy flannel pillowcases, but okay, it's not impossible. Maybe this gets better. I'm guessing not though, because he already looks pretty skeptical and he's recording, so he probably had some inklings.
What is it?
Hang on. I'm just gonna share my screen.
Okay, I thought you were gonna DM me or something.
No. Oh, shit.
What the heck is that?
No, wait, no. Hang on.
Well, okay, so she's texting a guy named Jake, but maybe it's platonic. Wait, let's read these. Hey, sexy, how was your day? When are you coming over? Did you still tell your husband you're out of town? Hey, babe, I'll be over around 10, and yeah, he has no idea. Oh, sweet, I'm making us some steak. Can't wait for dessert after. Hopefully dessert is something creamy. Oh, it'll be creamy for sure. Okay. Yeah, so that was like the least platonic, most obvious cheating text thread I think I've ever read in my life. There's no coming back from that one. Like, I think sometimes with cheating, you think you saw something, but there's like so much plausible deniability that you just kind of reluctantly move past it. But with this one, if this guy actually stays with her, he almost deserves it at that point. And I don't like to victim blame, but you can't look at that and think, yeah, my wife's not cheating on me. Luckily though, based on the fact that this even got posted, I'm assuming that he decided to just put her on blast and peace out, so good for him. Like, bad for him that this happened, but good for him, ultimately.
This girl is based. Watch.
I was misgendered yesterday. A little girl at the mall, she was maybe 5 years old, sitting in a wagon, kept staring at me. So I made eye contact, and she said, "Are you a girl or a boy?" Her mom started to go, "Oh my god, we accept everyone. That's so rude. You can't say that." And I laughed, and I bent down on her level, and I said, "That's okay. It's confusing sometimes. I'm a girl. I just really like boys' clothes. They're pretty comfy." She got all excited, and she said, "I'm a girl too." And I gave her a high five. I said, "Isn't it so great being a girl? I love being a girl." She said, "Yeah. That's my brother. He's a brother because he's a boy." So I said, "You're right. Brothers are boys and sisters are girls. There's only boys and girls. If you're born a girl, you're a girl. I was born a girl." I can almost see the release of air coming from her mother's body and just the ultimate sigh of relief that I wasn't going to be indoctrinating her child or teaching her child something that maybe she didn't want her to know. I continued to talk to the little girl about her brother and her very cute dog, who was also a girl. I said, "I hope you have a great day," and I went about my business. That is how you address gender to children. You don't. That is how you empower little girls and let them know that it's okay to be a girl who dresses however you want without having to change your gender. That is how you avoid confusing children, especially children that aren't your own, and projecting your on them because you might be offended that they use the wrong pronoun.
I love this. See, it's okay to be a very feminine woman, but it's also okay to just be a little tough.
I don't think women fully understand the power that their touch has on their husband. Last night, my husband and I were just sitting on the couch, and I looked at him and said, "Let's go to bed. Let me hold you." Maybe I said with our clothes off too. That part's optional, but recommended. We got in bed, and I started rubbing my hands over his neck, his shoulders, and I could just feel it. The weight, the stress, the pure exhaustion just slowly start to melt away under my hands. For just that little bit of time, he finally relaxed. He didn't have to carry it all. In that moment, I carried him. And that's exactly what so many men do not get enough of. And if you are a wife listening to this, do not underestimate what your hands can do. Your touch isn't just affection. It's a kind of peace only you can give him. Because a wife's hands, they are healing. And sometimes that's all your husband needs.
You know what? I was a in my past. I got ran through. I had a train ran on me. I did all these things, and now I want to be like Mother Teresa.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, let's talk. Let's be for real, right? If you want to say now, I want to have better options. Okay, well, what does better options take?
You got to move across.
Who
the
is
country.
it that you have to be?
Do you have to move?
I mean, if you were a for sure, you got to move. Ain't no high value, high earning man about to choose you if you got a whole reputation that everybody in the city ran through you. No. I used to think that women should be honest with men. But I don't think that anymore.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to disagree with you.
Nah.
I think men like it when women are mean honest to them. Not mean and honest, mean honest to them.
I don't know what that means.
Like being directly nonchalant, lack of emotion, honest. I think men appreciate that. I think men appreciate that more.
I don't think so.
The show.
You gotta lie to me.
What?
Tell you the truth. Like,
come on, bro. Come on.
Men have fragile egos.
Yes.
And I want to believe I'm your superhero.
Period.
That's it. Like, I don't care what you like. That's it.
You let them talk long enough, these modern women gonna tell on themselves. You let them talk long enough, they gonna tell on themselves. My husband has basically what she's saying is, if my husband don't talk to me like that, he don't treat me like that, then what makes you think you're going to talk to me like that? I'm not your husband, so I don't have to put up with your BS. That's the problem that you're running into. I don't have to put up with nothing you got going on. I don't have to sleep with you. I don't buy you anything. You ain't none of mine. You're not that cute to me. So when you get to talking crazy and popping off at the mouth, well, I expect people to treat me like this, then you need to act like it. Usually in a marriage or in a relationship, your significant other puts up with a lot more than somebody who isn't with you would. So when you go outside of that relationship, you need to be mindful of how you're presenting yourself, how you're carrying yourself, the way you're talking to people, or else somebody could pop off on you. Well, I don't care nothing about your husband. Your husband come up here, he gonna get trespassed, and he can get it too. It don't matter to me. And that's exactly what Brian should say, because you don't need to be going places and starting problems, and then when you get the energy that you be putting out, that you just admitted that you be putting out, then you gonna get mad. I'm gonna go get my husband. You need to go get an attitude adjustment is really what needs to happen.
If you hit a man, like you full on as hard as you can, do you think that he should be allowed to hit you back?
I think that men should not hit women. Yeah, even if a girl hits you as hard as they can.
What about, is it wrong for the girl?
No, I don't think so.
He's expected to control his rage and his emotions and his but the woman, she just got mad and hit him.
Okay, if you think about it, right? Like, I think that's one of the questions on the questionnaire. Like, are men physically stronger than women?
Wait, have you ever hit somebody?
I have.
Like a guy?
Yeah.
And did he hit you first?
No.
That's a position of privilege, right? I don't really understand why they have it, because if you want equality and egalitarianism, the idea here is going to be based around the fact that chivalry is gone. We are now equals. If a man hits you in the face and you can punch them back, why is it if a woman punches you in the face, you can't punch her back? That actually doesn't make any sense.
I'm saying is that men are physically stronger than women. Like, for example,
but men are physically stronger than other men. So if a man who is less strong than me punches me in the face and I punch him back in the face as hard as I can, I'm still punching somebody weaker than me in the face. Why is that socially acceptable, but not socially acceptable to punch a woman who's weaker? That makes no sense.
This is my theory on why I think you can't turn hoes into housewives. And this theory goes for both genders, men and women included. I genuinely think it's an attention issue because these people are used to getting a lot of attention, right? Like their barometer for attention is high. They're used to getting people walking up to them every day, DMs, everybody's, I want you, I love you, I need you, you're amazing, you're beautiful. Like they're used to that on like a day-to-day basis. And it's hard to go from all of that down to a good morning, beautiful text every day. It's not to say that like one is better than the other. It's just to say when you're used to that high volume, lower volume really doesn't feel good. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It's just like with social media. We're very used to big, flashy, in-your-face videos. If we were to go from that back to radio, we would be pretty upset. And likewise, I think that the people that have to go from this high level of attention they're used to getting from all these different people that want them to one person that loves them, a lot of people aren't going to go for that. And that's why I think they're stuck up here. They can go through a healing process, a growing process. It's going to take some type of rehab in a way to get out of this like attention loop. But I do think it's possible. And it's not that I hate everything about feminism. I mean, obviously I'm here for equality, duh. However, I think that there are man-hating feminists and then there are feminists. I just think that those are two separate things. And I think the man-hating ones are corny. I think it's mad corny. I think it's mad weird. I think it's mad misandrist. And I make fun of that because that's something to be made fun of. Just like a man being a misogynist. Other men should be like, that guy's a freaking weirdo. He hates women. There's something wrong with him. That's exactly what I'm doing in reverse. I'm calling out misogynists. Hey, there's something weird about this girl. She hates men. That's crazy. That should be called out, not applauded. I know that some of y'all are really, really hurt by some of the men in your life, but that does not mean that we applaud misandrists. That does not mean that we applaud misogynists. Nobody should be so hurt by the other gender that they are just rooting for their downfall and oppression. That's insane. That's insane. Neither gender is superior. We are two halves of the same coin, and we should work together in order for us to succeed. Or even continue on this planet. Why do I have to preach that to people? This is crazy.
Before you leave your relationship and you come back outside, I'm letting you know this shit is tricky. This outside stuff is tricky. And it's very humbling. And what you'll have to understand, right, is you'll get back out here and you'll say, dang, dating has changed. No, it didn't. If you're still good looking, if you're still popping, it's not hard to date. It's not. But for you people, I'm just going to keep it all the way 100. If you gain some weight, you know you done got a little fatter, you know you got accustomed to a weak man, and he's accustomed to putting up with a whole bunch of... I'm telling you what outside I have you doing. Outside will turn a wife and have her comfortable being a side chick. Going back outside right now will have a wife comfortable playing a side chick. I'm telling you right now, because you'll get out here and you will realize that your options ain't what they used to be. And 75% of it is because you are not who you used to be. You got kids now. You got an attitude now. You got a fupa now. You can't just get up and go like you used to. The dudes ain't tapping in with you like they used to. I'm telling you, listen, it just is what it is. It's not a lot of dudes signed up. They're not just signing up for no baggage, for no back talk, for no disrespect, and sure ain't for no babies. So I want a lot of y'all to think twice before you step out of your situation. You need to really assess, hey, what am I, is my chances slimmer than a corny dude's mustache? Messenger. I'm on my way to your city. Tickets available in the bio now. I can teach you how to date again.
If you leave a woman alone for a week, she will be getting fed from somewhere else.
I really liked Jason. We were seeing each other like beginning stages. All I knew was Jason. I think he's perfect. He's sweet to me. He does everything right. Jason had to go out of town for a week, okay? So we didn't talk for a week. Rob, he comes into the story. Rob texts me every day. He sees me multiple times throughout the week. Feels so special and perfect. I forgot Jason existed. I forgot. Jason was gone. Jason comes back. And literally I'm like, what? Jason who? Because Rob is the one who's there for me. If you leave a woman alone in a vacuum, she will be sucked somewhere else.
So this guy goes on a trip for 7 days and you forget he existed. This is not a woman issue. This is a you issue, woman. This kind of advice makes you paranoid for no reason. If you believe every woman is one missed text away, one work trip away from replacing you, you are never going to be happy. You are never going to be in a state of peace, because normal women are not like this. This is not normal behavior. This is promiscuous behavior, and this is a trauma response. This is the kind of woman that would ruin your life. It's not the kind of woman you could build something with. You should not need to babysit a woman's attention in order for you to keep her. And if you do need to do that, you never had her.
I'm not gonna downgrade my lifestyle because me and you are no longer together. And I just feel like if you put me in this space and that was under your budget then, what's the difference now?
But see, what he did was this though. He gave you the upgrade. But part of that upgrade is because you're with me.
Yes.
You understand? So let me just go though. So we didn't work out, me and you dating. You feel me? So I'm supposed to keep paying your loft, and keep paying your bills. Now I get it. You're a true boss if you do that, and that's the vibe we're getting. But
my current new lifestyle that you upgraded me to is now contingent on me being in a relationship with you, and that's the only way I can have it in this moment. Then what stops me from just staying with you for that?
Then Jazz, you want him to keep your lifestyle up, keep paying your bills, keep you on that same upgraded level. No, you were dating a man that had money, so dating him came with a lifestyle. But if we're not working and our love is, I don't owe you to keep paying your car note and your mortgage. I'm not entitled to. Now, if I'm that rich, then okay. But realistically, that isn't really my job. You should find you a man like me and upgrade to him and keep your lifestyle.
But that takes time. So I just feel like if someone had me on a certain pedestal, you're not just because we no longer working, you're not just going to rip the pedestal from me.
Protect my peace has turned into the I don't want to feel anything uncomfortable. Anything that causes discomfort or hear something that you don't like, protect my peace. Normal family and relationship conflicts, protect my peace. Now, basic relationship tension gets called toxic and cutting people off gets called healing. And people are ending relationships because they don't want to feel the discomfort and have no accountability. And they'd rather avoid feeling anything. And that's not protecting your peace. It's using this therapy language to justify walking away from normal human conflict and staying stuck playing the victim who can't handle anything hard in life.
Well, if they wanted to, they would. Shut up! Shut up, okay? Oversimplification? It's disgusting. Quite literally, it is not all about you. Everyone has their own life, their own problems, and their own priorities. Okay? Don't allow social media to let you forget that you are not the only person walking on this planet.
Are you looking for an assistant or a girlfriend?
Are you looking for a husband, a boyfriend, or a bodyguard?
I just want a partner. I want a friendship. I want somebody to grow with me.
Are you looking for a boyfriend or an ATM machine? Are you looking for a boyfriend or a pay pig?
I don't care about money. I support myself.
You definitely care about money.
I mean, you said you want a guy to pay for first dates and be a provider.
I'm financially independent.
Okay,
I don't
so you
need
date
a man.
a guy who makes...
I want a man. I don't need a man. I want a man that has drive and motivation and like wants a career for himself, but I don't expect his career to be like rich.
I don't know if you're realizing how like circular and how like completely your logic is. I think I think your values have not quite fully been defined, and I don't really know
because the value is based on the connection I have with that person. I'm not going after money. It's not about that.
You said earlier that you could be like 3-4 dates in with a guy, and that if Mr. Worker whore comes back and was like, I will commit to you, you'd be like, okay.
A lot of these modern women, they have an attitude. And what's kind of ridiculous about it is they know they have an attitude. I know that I'm about to fly off the handle and do something that I'm not supposed to be doing. But I want your assurance that when I do this, you're not going to fly off the handle and give me what I deserve. That's what most modern women want. I'm about to go out here and put my hands on you. There might be some days to where I feel like, ooh, this man made me really mad. And so I feel like I should just, because I'm in my emotions now, I feel like I should be able to just go off on you. Just put my hands on you and however I need to handle my business and get my anger out, my frustration out, because you shouldn't have done what you did to me. You shouldn't have made me angry. You shouldn't have put me in this position to have to hurt you. I would have never done that if you wouldn't have put me in this position. Interesting. So you're basically telling me right now that you're going to put your hands on me. You're basically telling me right now that you're not even going to try to control yourself. That's what you're telling me. Okay. And now that's why we have a problem. And now that's why you have a lot of men putting their hands on women. Because you think, oh man, I'm just going to get beside myself. I'm just going to rage and I'm going to put my hands on you. And you better not do nothing about it. No, I want to do something about it. You need to keep your hands to yourself.